I just got back from the theater. I went and saw Halloween Kills today. This is, of course, the follow-up to 2018's Halloween film, which was a follow-up to the original Halloween by John Carpenter. So this movie takes place minutes after where the 2018 left off. Laurie and her family has burned down her house, which they have trapped Michael Myers in, and of course, Laurie's in critical condition from being stabbed by Michael Myers. They're on their way to the hospital, thinking that this is it, they killed Michael Myers, but of course, as we all know, he's not that easy to take down. So a lot of this movie is the original survivors from the original Halloween, coming together in the town and realizing that if they all gang up on Michael Myers right now, on this Halloween night of 2018, they can gang up on him, take him down, kill him, and it ends basically all the killings in their town forever. Like, this is it, if they can take him down now. So it's basically just a huge rally of this entire town spreading out, and then of course coming together to fight Michael Myers. Well, Michael goes to hunt down the original survivors from the first movie. So without further ado, let me get into my review for Halloween Kills. This movie is about an hour and 40 minutes long, so it's a pretty decent runtime, and yeah, let's just get into it here. So one of my favorite things from the 2018 sequel was just how much homage they paid to the original film in terms of the music they used, the sound effects, just how stalkerish Michael Myers is, and of course too just how ingenuitive he is in terms of luring people out and pissing people off. You definitely get a lot of that in this, where he is making basically murals of the fact that he's going to kill anyone who gets in his way, anyone who lives in his childhood house, anyone basically who's going against what he stands for. And they do really nail upon the fact that he is just evil embodied in our world. And yeah, there's just that definitely completely translates into this film as well, in terms of all the homage they pay. The music and the soundtrack is just friggin' awesome. I find every single movie that they've done, the music just gets better and better and better in this series, and they just have some amazing sounds in this, and it just completely bolsters every single scene. Like, there's some amazing scenes when, well, every time Michael emerges is just an absolute terror in this film. He's a menace, and especially too, there's one scene where a few members of the town, about a dozen or so of them, circle around Michael and they're ready to fight him, and just the music that plays while he goes to put on his mask and get ready to fight all of them is just awesome and terrifying, and it's just such an amazing scene. I loved it. It was one of my favorite parts of the movie. It is like a horror action film, and it is so cool and so much fun to watch. I don't want to say it's scary, but it's definitely really tense and terrifying. And there's a few moments where you're like, holy shit, like this, this is why he's such a... Never ever want to go against Michael Myers. He's just absolutely terrifying, and they really nail upon that in this film. There are some of my favorite kills in the entire Halloween franchise in this film. They're very bloody, they're very hard-hitting, they're just bone-crunching kills in this movie, and it's just really fun to watch Mike go at an entire town full of people. Like, the opening kills in this movie is him taking out firefighters, and they're just absolutely brutal, and I love the way that they shot some of them. Were trying not to be as spoilers as possible, but one of the firefighters gets killed, being stabbed right through basically the little goggles he has, and you see first person it fall, and then like the camera's behind the goggles, and you see that like his POV looking at all the other firefighters get killed. And I thought that was a really cool shot that they did, and there's just a lot of really good cinematography in this film in terms of the wide shots, and truly just having it in ways where you see the hits in full force, and it looks so real. And they just did an amazing job with the cinematography and Michael Myers stalking people, him taunting all the other people, and of course too in the kills themselves. And this is easily like one of my favorite Halloween films, because it's just so well shot, so well paced. It's so good, and it leaves it open for a fun sequel, which I'm certain it's going to be. And all the acting in it is really good. Of course, the guy playing Michael Myers does an amazing job stalking people. Jamie Lee Curtis is fantastic in this movie, even though she definitely takes more of a side seat in this film, where it's all about the other original residents of the town and from the first movie going after Michael while she's in hospital recovering from her injuries. But when she's on screen, she's an absolute show stealer, and she really embodies the fact that like you can't fight him. She understands Michael better than everyone, and it's just her struggle trying to tell the town this was just great to watch because she nailed the role. The one thing too that I really liked that this movie did was show us, like I said, how Mike is the embodiment of evil and just how corrupting his power can be. You really see that's when the town starts to riot against him. Just how evil they all get, where there's one scene where from the past movie, Mike broke out of an insane asylum bus that was traveling, and some of the other inmates are running around the town, and people think that, oh, that's Michael Myers, we're gonna go get him. Well, that's an innocent man that they're basically already put the death sentence on. And while they're chasing him, they're fighting each other, trampling over each other. There's just absolute anger in this town, and that's all coming off of Michael Myers. It's not just him killing people that's poisoning this town. He's turning everyone against each other because of just how evil he is. And I love the way that they show that and portray that in this film, and of course too just how they executed it and how they shot it and showed it. This movie truly is, like I said, an action horror movie, and it is just a bloody good time full of great moments for the series. And truly, like I said, it's just one of my favorite Halloween movies of all time. And with all of this taken together, I highly recommend this film to anyone who's a fan of the Halloween series or just horror movies in general, because it's very, very good. I highly recommend that you watch the original Halloween, the 2018 version, before you go into this, because there's a lot of history and character moments in it. But yeah, with all this taken together, I have to give Halloween Kills an 8 out of 10 because it is just everything that I love about slasher movies all thrown into one just amazing action epic scary movie. And yeah, I just don't think that they could have done this movie any better, and I'm so excited for the sequels to come out. It's because these last two have been absolutely fantastic at paying homage to the originals while creating something very modern and fun and just extremely well shot and pieced together. But if you've seen Halloween Kills, please let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below, what your favorite kill was, without trying to be too spoilery for people. But yeah, put that down in the comments down below. And if you like this movie review, you can check out all my other movie reviews and everything else I do on this channel from my playlist down below, and also links on the top here. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Turn the little ringer on if you want to know when I upload new videos. If you want to check out everything I do live stream or video game wise, there is a link in the description of this video and on my channel to my Twitch, so you can definitely check that out. And in the same locations, there's a link to the Media Mountain, which is my Discord, where we talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, music, pretty much everything that's awesome in this world. So you can definitely join that amazing community and help make it even more amazing than it is already. But yes, go check out Halloween Kills. It premiered in theaters today, and you're just gonna have a blast of a time and just awesome, guys.